Good morning.
Good morning from sunny Podgorica, Montenegro. We're out for the day, having a bit of a stroll. We're down by the clock tower that's in the middle of the city here. It's there's not a lot of old landmarks left in this city, so this is kind of one of them. We'll show you a little more of the city today. Hope you liked the last video. We've been here for about 2.5 days, and wow, the weather is gorgeous. 26 degrees, 27, sunny, it's hot, about 50% humidity. It's nice. This is a really, really clean city. I know I said that a few times before, but I can't stress just how clean this is. It's also the air is clean here. Yeah, this looks like a bit of an older town area here. Wow, there's some really great street art here actually. Really cool graffiti. That's awesome. A lot of the city was rebuilt after the bombing that occurred here some years back. There's a really cute mosque here too. It's kind of fun to not be in a hurry when you're not on vacation and you're just sort of living in other countries. You can afford to waste time just walking. You don't feel like you're not doing maybe all the things that you should be doing as a tourist. How do you feel about Montenegro, Sarah? What are your kind of thoughts about the country so far?
It's nice. It's on the quiet side so far, but it's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty. They have lots of green space here. Lots of green space. I think because it's so hot here in the summertime, the green space gives people places to go and gather, get some relief from the heat. Looks like we got some kind of a castle thing here, a fortress maybe. This area had just a wicked thunderstorm last night. I kind of brought the patio furniture in close to the windows, put the pillows up, and the wind blew them down and they got all soaked. So I don't know if they get thunderstorms here a lot, but it seems to me they do. I think it's because it's kind of surrounded by these mountains. In come these weather systems, and wow, could we ever see some major bolt lightning? It was cool when the storm was rolling in. You could see it in the distance and you could watch it without having the rain come yet. So we watched that for maybe about an hour. It was really nice. I like seeing graffiti. I know a lot of people don't like that sort of stuff, but if it's done well, it actually looks pretty cool. The way of doing the pavers on the roads here, this is the same as the way it's done. We saw them doing the new pavement in Saranda. Oh, we got some roosters. People just out sitting in their yards. Any chance you get to check out some of these old mosques. Maybe they're new too. Sometimes they're newer, but who knows? We'll have a look here. Looks like maybe a restoration was done here in 2011. So maybe what it says is Turkey helped rebuild the mosque. You can't go in, I don't think, how we're dressed. Women, I think, for sure not Sarah, in shorts and a sleeveless top. You normally have to be presented modestly, so you would wear something that covers your shoulders, and your legs would have to be covered. You need to be in pants. So that's kind of the extent of this kind of old town area. We'll kind of wander back towards the city center and maybe look for something for lunch. Sort of now in the more modern downtown core here. You got all your major, a lot of hotel chains, Hilton, this kind of stuff. But yeah, the traffic is really light in the city here. It's well organized. They do have lots of bicycle lanes, well marked. People use them with their bikes and their electric scooters to get around. Lots of modern shopping. First observation here about the food is that they know how to make French fries better than Albania, that's for sure. We got a hamburger here. Sarah's got some kind of a sandwich. What's the meat in that?
Prosciutto.
Prosciutto sandwich with some cheese. So the burger patty is about half the size of the bun. It's got cheese and some kind of barbecue sauce. Anyway, we'll try that. Oh yeah, that's good. That's a great hamburger. Well, now we got some crazy thunderstorm rolling in here. And it's windy too. I think we'll sit here and wait a few minutes. This might just bucket down and then blow over. The problem is the big cloud looks like it's right above where our neighborhood is. Alright, so after waiting about 20 minutes, that's blown over. Now all of a sudden it's warm again. As soon as the rain came, the temperature dropped about 10 degrees. Now it's nice and warm again. And beautiful trees they have on these pedestrian walkways. They have lots of companies here that make suits. There's lots of men walking around in suits. A lot of style here. It's my kind of place with style. Even though I'm dressed like a hobo. So the food at the restaurant was really, really good. One of the nice things about Montenegro is credit cards are widely accepted. So you can use your Visa or whatever if you want to do that. There doesn't seem to be a tipping culture in this area of the world. What was interesting though is on our meal at the end, the waiter came and said there's a €2.50 service charge on all bills. So I'm not sure if that applies to everybody. There was some local people at a table beside us. Whether or not that applies to everyone, who knows? I'm not going to worry about it. Let's talk about safety here. I think this is a really safe city for tourists, for sure. Sarah, what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, I don't think they get a lot of tourists here, to be honest. Maybe in the summertime.
Right. I don't think this city's big on tourism. For tourists, there's really not a lot of stuff to see and do here. It's just a good place to come and hang out and relax. So there doesn't appear to be a lot of stray dogs here on the streets. You see quite a few cats. Maybe it's more of a cat place than a dog place. There are people that have dogs as pets. We've seen lots of pet stores. We have not seen too many other tourists in this country so far. There will be lots on the coast for sure. There was another tourist that came and sat down in the restaurant with a computer, maybe like a digital nomad. Anyway, this young girl, she sits down and she orders food, right? She orders pasta that has chicken in it. Then they bring it to her. She brings it back to the waiter and says, "This has chicken in it. I can't eat chicken." So he says, "Well, we can make you something else." She says, "But then you're going to charge me twice." And he says, "Well, yes." And she said, "Well, that's not very good customer service." And he said, "We didn't make the mistake. It's not our mistake." I love it. How this lady thought that that was fair, that she could order a dish and then because she screwed up, make the restaurant pay for it. That wouldn't be customer service. That would be silly. Anyway, she looked like a bonehead. And she sat there plucking out her chicken and hurried up and left. If you're vegetarian, when you order, maybe tell them that. So if you come here as a tourist, how long do you need to be here to see everything? 2 days will do you. 2 days will do you. There's not a lot. Could I live here as an expat? In this city? No. I don't think you'd find much of an expat community here at all. I think you'd find it pretty isolating. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice place. People are friendly. The weather's really quite nice. It's just a capital city. There's nothing cool about it. It's kind of ordinary. All right, so we hope you've enjoyed exploring with us today. I'm Jay.
And I'm Sarah.
We're traveling the world full time. If you like what we're doing, we'd appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe button down below. We'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Bye.